Yes, welcome, alright, the coop and the usual team. How we doing, lads? Alright?
Good, mate.
We're all back. I missed you.
It wasn't the same, mate. We're not with him.
You were brilliant.
I was brilliant.
I know.
He's a man.
You were brilliant.
Takes everything they stride, that young man.
He does that, young man.
You know, a bit worried.
No, I would love to see him take over for me. No, it would please me, mate.
He's your apprentice now.
No, he's ahead of me. He's my
No
friend.
chance.
I'm learning off him every day, mate.
I mean, honestly, like, I'll say I don't want to be in me, only to be in me because him. It's the only guy I like. I know this is going to... No, I love you as an old... I mean, as a
Your
host.
guts, man.
As a host, do you know what I mean?
I know.
Can I just... The fringe is particularly high.
Something about Mary.
Is this when I need to go quiet and start talking about hairstyles and all that?
Mate, genuinely,
You're too happy this morning.
I'm always happy.
He's so happy this morning.
I'm always happy.
Does he look like Bruce Willis?
He's buzzing.
I know, Bruce Willis.
Didn't he for Die Hard?
Aye.
Give us a wee scene for that.
Robert the Bruce.
What is it?
Yippee-ki-yay,
motherfucker. Go
I'm going to swear there. Get your Celtic because you've already done me with the suits. You're not going to do me with something else, right? Get it right up, you.
Come on, Barry, he's the Conor McGregor. Right, we're on a swearing with the leaderboard.
Ready, boy, get ready?
Aye. You go to tell...
Yeah, see, last weekend, it's been the most drama I've ever seen. Three of them were going at it, Si. Very similar to me last weekend. Planned it all last weekend.
I like that.
Now, two of them, Simon, Derek, Frank, did not go for Celtic.
Oh,
wow. You have to get beat.
So, I'm just going to have a wee look.
Are you going to name the two or is that coming later?
I'm not going to name it to them.
How?
They never done it. So, Gail Platt, that's who's took it, didn't win 2,000. Didn't win 4,000.
Oh, wow.
Didn't win 6,000. Won 8,000.
Yes, sir! I can beg it! And I need a Celtic song! I can beg it! Beg it! Gail, well done, Gail.
Right, well done.
But
Well done, Gail.
fluent, I'm fair.
I see that. Camera picked up as well.
Well done, Gail. Well done, Gail Platt.
Well done.
He's called you Gail Platt.
I know.
Marker.
I know,
Listen,
Gail.
He's been Norris. Gail
I've
Platt
seen
and
that.
Norris.
I've
Remember
seen
we
that.
Norris and Connie?
Seriously though, lads.
8,000.
What a good Christmas that is you're having.
£8,500. What would you do with that? What would you do with that, Simon?
Get to Frank and ask him to spend
the
it.
rest of his money.
What about...
Under his bed.
Stick it on the bundle, Frank. You're
Under his
right.
bed.
Sorry guys, come on.
Apologies.
Well, this is a serious bit.
I want to be serious, yeah.
Right, okay.
Not only Gail Platt won, 30 other runners-up took home £230. Now that's amazing.
Brilliant, well done.
30 of them, Simon, £230.
What a bad weekend they two had,
Un-
not taking Celtic.
Oh, imagine that.
But that's...
But you would take, I don't know why you wouldn't, I
We just
know.
need-
Is that a
Move
pride
on.
thing, James? Is that a pride thing, that decision?
Well, no, I understand because they've been playing terrible, but I just thought, especially after, I don't know when they backed it.
We're absolutely tramper all over those English under the cosh boys.
wow. They'd be embarrassed. Should be embarrassed.
Yeah, they should fold the podcast. shouldn't
Aye.
Fold the podcast.
I know.
And the league. Just see their league. Hand it over to us. We'll take the rest of the English ways. Come on, join in.
Aye.
Partly, and that's what it's all about. I'm going to go into the leaderboard.
they? Okay.
In first place, Gail, as I spoke about, Gail Platt. Tied second on, let me just see it, 9 points. John Rush,
Ian's brother.
Ian Brother. TB, DUFC, Dunfermline fan. Tied second.
DUFC?
We've got Ali G.
DU or DFC?
DUFC.
That's Dundee United.
Aye, well.
Also tied in second place.
It's like to have him back in it.
That's well, see if you've got somebody who's got your back and just... Yeah, tied in second place, Ali G. Aye, what's up?
Aye. What's up?
Sean McD 93, Winnick, and this is my favourite, you won't believe this, Ali McCoist.
Oh.
Ali McCoist, I know you're leaving it.
Super Ali, innit?
Super Ali on 9 points. Oh, I didn't even notice that, no. Ali McMoist. That's the favourite, isn't it?
These lights.
Anyway, Frank, he's actually tooting over Big Raging
Big
Willie.
Raging
Innit? Ali McMoist and
Maybe
Big
it was
Raging
Big
Willie.
Raging Willie that made Ali McMoist.
He's not been seen.
I've never been seen at all. He's
tucked away,
He's after Ali
Tucked up,
McMoyes.
isn't he?
Tucked up
He's
somewhere.
after Ali McMoyes.
Tucked up a bit. Getting late now.
I know, getting late.
There's a 6-way tie, Simon, at the top of the monthly leaderboard. I'll just go through the names quickly. We've got Flynn, 13-12, on 16 points. All the guys here are on 16 points, so I'm not keeping doing the points, do you know what I mean?
It's all right, mate.
Feel a wee bit off form today, but I'll go back to it.
No, you're
Big
fine.
Ross, 1877. Fraser Ploppy Pants. Like, seriously, see these guys, I can't even look at this. See, now I look back at if I'm going to have a career, and that Fraser Ploppy Pants comes out. We've got Ethan Hood, R71, and Greg, 1993, RFC. Rangers fan, I guess.
Yeah.
Race Rovers.
If I was going to...
So are you? What's happening with it? Are you going to people's houses or no?
That was it. Sometimes it
Depends who it is.
December. It's in December, Si, you get good intentions, don't you? As the months went on.
I know.
I don't want it. I don't.
But you're not allowed to travel now anyway.
Nah, I know that.
there you go.
So I get quickly swamped in with that
I'll get
idea. I
you
was so
to-
excited to go, but the authorities really swamped in on me. On to the pundits, guys. Who do you think done the best last weekend?
Probably him again.
Not got a clue.
So I'll go for the loser first. I'm the loser on 10 points.
That's got nothing to do with the leaderboard, does it?
The two home
That
games.
Kev.
I mean, I took Motherwell. I know I took Motherwell.
Took a draw.
Aye.
I took a
Did you
draw
take a draw?
No, aye.
It's a couple of surprising results
You've
anyway.
only had one win. You're the only winner we've had.
It's
innit?
right at the start.
It was winning money, aye.
Yeah. How much did you get money?
Never offered him it.
No, it's in the pot, isn't
In the
it?
pot.
It's in the
In the
pot for
pot.
Christmas.
It's in the pot, innit? Is it?
Yeah.
Aye.
Still can't get that on.
I tell you.
Still can't get it on them. I walked in with a cane a day and they ripped it half, didn't they? Slapped my arse and get in. Okay, I'm the loser
am I
in
taxi coming?
2,307th and 10 points. Frankie,
Yes.
you're on 1,471st and 11 points. And the one and only, the man, the hunk,
You?
Derek Ferguson,
What's the leader?
on 181st and 13 points.
What's
But the
many
leaderboard
points?
is 16, so you're 3 points
Not
behind.
bad,
the
not
leader.
bad.
Not bad, huh?
We missed a week.
What was the big
we-
shock?
we
Was there
did-
any big shocks last
We did
weekend?
miss a week. The Celtic one.
What I love about this league, Simon, is right. You see how I can just change that for
Yeah,
what you're talking about there. What I love is sometimes I actually feel this show started so when I just feel your eyes starting to switch off a wee bit if you're going to fall asleep. What I love is, Simon, see with this, you can have a brilliant week, right? Like with the pot goes very high. But then most people will just die and die. This just keeps on staying
Aye.
right up there.
Brilliant.
The pot this week starts at £15,000.
Wow.
Wow.
Well
Something
done.
doing it.
There's also, just to let people know,
Is that your favourite though?
certainly no. My
yeah.
favourite though, it begins with a D. I ain't going to get into it. There's also a new open goal. My favourite coup in the world. Both teams to score league. You can join for the entry £2. £2
wow.
to enter. That's my favourite both to score because what I'll say to the people at home, you are never out it until the last kick of the ball because you can both to score. So even if a team's up 8-0,
There's only £2 to enter.
enter, aye.
Wow.
Download the Who Knows When app and join the Open Goal League for your chance to win.
Well done.
Pin for main league is yes, sir. We will not sing the song. We've already done it.
Yes.
Well done, guys.
Well done, Paul Slim.
Thanks very much.
Thanks very much for that, mate.
So I actually felt a bit of a struggle the other day.
I
Nah.
thought you done that with a wee accent there.
Aye.
I'm changing.
Because
I've
you're
been
that
told
good
to
at
change
it.
my accent. They don't want me speaking Glaswegian now.
What, more like English?
Aye.
Uh-huh.
You need to
I watched the podcast the other, was it yesterday, the other day? I thought you sounded, I was just potting about the kitchen. You sounded like Halliday.
Just trying
As
to be
if you've
unreal,
morphed
didn't
into
you?
him a wee bit. I don't
Wow.
know if he's
What's
been
your
an
thoughts on that?
influence on you.
You're a better player than, didn't you?
Absolutely. Disappointed with it.
No sound. It just,
I like that
Aye,
actually.
I don't know yet.
Do you?
Right, it's Christmas and we're not getting a night out. So tell us about your favourite Christmas night out stories. Remember me and you coming back for the Fringe on the train, they're like rolling about with the two guys?
Aye. Guys. I remember that. Aye, it was good fun.
What about your favourite Christmas night out story? You got one?
A day out, Christmas day out.
We nearly, was that pub where we got chucked out at 2 o'clock during the day? Remember?
That's right.
What happened?
It wasn't that one, was it? It was under it.
Was it him?
Was it
Was it Ashton Lane?
Ashton Lane.
Ashton Lane. So it started in there.
Mate, it was Ashton Lane. It
Did you
was.
get packed out?
No, they asked us.
Asked us to leave me at 2
Asked us
o'clock
to
during
quiet
the day.
down. We says no. Says, will you leave then? Okay.
Did you have any belter stories? But
Nah, I just start jumping in trains. In the
Did you
central
not say you went to
station.
Kilmarnock?
Aye, I went to our early ship last year. We had the BBC one, and I was at early place. I was travelling throughout Scotland on a train for a couple of days, so I don't know why. You do some mad things. Even with you guys as well, the one I enjoyed last year. Obviously bumped into my son, didn't even know it was him. I thought he wanted an autograph. He's like, it's me, Dad, it's Lewis. Aye, so it's probably not the state to get into, you know what I mean?
I've not got a pen, son.
But we were on, what was it, Guinness and Baileys?
Baby Guinness with the Baileys and Guinness.
Nice, too nice, wasn't it?
What about you?
Dangerous.
We went to Manchester, it's probably my best one. We all dressed up. Two boys went as Serena and Venus Williams. Stopped
brilliant.
the main street in Manchester, hitting the ball at each other.
Oh, brilliant.
Polo stopped. I was David Seaman, so the Polos ended up coming and I'm diving at the Polos' feet. Kidding on him, David Seaman. That was a fucking great Christmas.
You get away with a few things, don't you?
Brilliant.
Run about Christmas.
We done it when I was at West Ham. We had a day straight after training, we all fancy dress, and I hired limousines. So I went in these limousines and we stopped at every pub or we went into London.
Wow.
Brilliant.
We should take that one.
Can you imagine
What was going on in the
pubs-
limousines?
Imagine pubs imagine pubs just, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or his mad squad come in with fancy dress. No? Brilliant.
That's one of
Good
the
fun.
biggest mistakes I ever made with a limousine. We went down to London, me and Durante.
In a limousine?
No, we got there. A limousine was waiting on us, and Souness was on the flight. I'd fell out with Souness, and actually Souness was waiting in the queue for a taxi, and we went past the limousine, and I asked the guy, I says, "Can you put the
roof down?"
And I was out with a wee glass or something, waving at my gaffer, which is not the brightest thing to do.
Yeah,
brilliant.
So
Brilliant.
you can imagine what it was like on Tuesday morning. We were back in training. I don't think it went down too well.
He would
Did he call you up?
He'd have been laughing at that though. Inside he'd have been laughing because it's the kind of thing he'd have done.
See now, but managers have ruined Christmas dues, don't they?
Mate, they didn't even want you to go on Christmas dues now.
If you put you make you feel guilty going.
I know.
That's a disgrace, isn't it?
You've heard his Newcastle one, haven't you?
Aye.
Well, we'll keep that.
Aye, keep that one. I prefer the one you said. Scored your first goal for Motherwell and then took a year off. I like that. That's brilliant.
Couldn't believe one.
That's brilliant.
Confidence you
That's
can
my
do that.
favourite saying ever.
that's-
Took a year off.
And imagine being that confident, you know, like years time you'll go back and play again.
Have you had any offers to come back?
A few.
Have you? No.
No, but mate, you're right. I hate that as well. Managers now, they
I know.
want Christmas dues cancelled. That's what being
Terrible. That's what
Team
you
bonding.
about,
That's what it's all about.
Team bonding.
Normally the
Letting
fines, you get fined all year, don't you? So the fines normally go to the Christmas party. That's what it's for.
I hate when
That's what it's for,
the
you
worst
know.
is when you have a bad, so it's all planned, all booked and all that, and you get a bad result on the Saturday.
Mate, you always lose the day of the Christmas
And then
day
the
tournament.
manager cancels it.
Aye.
I've never
Shouldn't be allowed that.
David Moyes tells a great story when he was asking about management. He says he learned very quickly when he went to Everton. They were in London and they get beat with Tottenham or something, and the boys were all having a day out, the night out. They were all staying and having a night out in London, and Moyes cancelled it. Says you run them all at training. So he says very quickly after that I realised the boys had down tools on me. So don't mess
Can't
with the
cancel.
don't mess with the players.
No, 100%. If you do that, you're in danger.
Well, the boys
were
they're all booked their hotels and that. They were all out for a party, and they didn't mean to get beat. So, but he admitted that. He says it was a big.
But see, after the game, you need a kid on that you're raging and you're
I know.
devastated, and then as soon as you're on that bus, not a second fucking thought.
Oh, you don't care, do you? Not at all.
Right, football last night. It's 2 1.
No, carry on with the patter.
Come on, let's talk about.
Right, you ready, Derek?
Let's talk about football.
Who wants to talk about it first?
Mal, come.
You've been miserable all year.
Mal,
leave him alone.
Mal,
Right, okay, well, you've been happy all year, so
Are
we'll
we
go.
talking about Rangers?
How much blows it? How much blows it the League Cup? Oh, no, it was on a plate for them, Derek, wasn't it?
Aye, they were firm favourites, of course they were, and it's a chance gone. There's a few things that didn't go in their favour, but let's start off by giving credit to Jim Goodwin and St
brilliant.
Mirren.
Very good.
Because I think they got the tactics spot on. Defensively, now they brought the boy Mason in. I wondered because I'd watched the last couple of games. The boy Durmus plays in the wide area, good player, and they've got pace with Connolly on the other side. But they brought Mason in, and with Connolly, he's a good player, him by the way, flying machine. But they doubled up on Tavernier, and it wasn't Barisic obviously that started. It was Bassey, which again I think played into Jim Goodwin's hands because he was delighted before the game when the team was named that Barisic wasn't playing. But that's what they've done ever so well. They doubled up, not just in Tavernier, but anytime Kent got on the ball high up the park roof, and their wee boy Hayes as well, just sitting in front of that back four. So defensively they were sound, but
That analysis is brilliant, isn't it? Every single player,
they were,
brilliant, Derek.
but, I mean, Rangers, they started brilliantly. You know, the football, they were zipping it about, and they got their noses in front. Goldson was a good goal as well. They were winning every second ball, but that's why I'm saying credit to St Mirren. You'll know this playing that when you've not got a lot of the ball, it's so easy to get disappointed, to down tools. But to a man, they kept at it, and they got the wee bit of luck. Where and it was Bassey. Bassey didn't have a great night.
No.
His use of the ball was pretty poor, and he get caught out with a penalty kick. But the second half, there was nothing in it for me. Rangers had majority of the play, but they didn't have that wee bit of invention. And I think Gerrard this morning's been pretty critical of himself. And I think when he looks back, I think he'd have played different personnel because it was so congested there. And maybe somebody like a Hadji. Now, Hadji's not blessed with great pace, but what he's got is he can see a pass. So there's one or two things. Again, hindsight's a wonderful thing, in it. But it's a kind of combination. Rangers maybe kind of were asked the question, they couldn't come up with the answer in terms of that wee bit of invention. But listen, let's give credit to St Mirren because the game plan was brilliant. And to a man, they worked their socks off and well done to them.
Because well organised, didn't he? And they've got legs in midfield.
Well, that's one thing that Jim Goodwin did when he came into. Look, it was I think Shaughnessy come in, Tate come in,
and
the boy
Fraser.
They're good players. But what he's got is he's got energy and wee boy McGrath in the middle of the park. They're all good. And he's got Connolly and Durmus who never played. They've got pace, so it just opens up now. Now the other sides, Hibs will be top, big favourites in my opinion. But my wee tip is St Mirren because I looked at their squad last night as well. They've got a wee bit of strength and depth.
They've Aberdeen 2 good games as well, haven't they?
Well, and deservedly so, because people look back at that and go, you know, how Aberdeen, maybe it was an off day for Aberdeen. No, it wasn't. It was because St Mirren, they're in a false position. So they're a decent side, by the way, and they've got good strength and depth.
Frank, do you think this will have a bigger effect, Rangers not winning this trophy?
Listen, you wouldn't have backed against them winning that one because with Celtic at Aberdeen, you're looking at Rangers. It'll be a big blow to them. I think Stevie Gerrard came out last night and I thought he talked well. He took the blame for it. We came out and he says, it's my fault, I picked the team. He said, I can't ever go to them because they've won 27 games, which is very credible for a manager to do that. I'd have been disappointed with the players because, as you say, the fullbacks didn't get the use of what they normally do. So they'll be disappointed. The fans will be disappointed because that would be the first one that, especially Celtic United, they've said, we'll win this. That's the first trophy for God knows how many years.
Do you think it'll have an effect?
I think they'll be disappointed. I think they'll be disappointed.
A wee thing as well. I mean, I was surprised that Gerrard is took that total responsibility because he's had a hard couple of days. That's because of what happened with Gerard Tooley, passing away. Somebody that was a mentor to him.
I need to see that, Derek. Well done.
He thought a lot about him, so he did.
See, that's why you're on here.
I've been listening to
Why are you on here?
I'm Derek's pal.
But do you know? So it must have had an effect on Gerrard. As a player, you would see that, and one thing you would want to do is a wee bit of payback because Gerrard has been brilliant for them and he's stuck up for them. So I think the players have let him down a wee bit last night because I was at the game and I was looking at him and he looked pretty subdued. So that's probably, been in the back of his mind. But listen, hey, nothing, I don't want to take the credit away, as I said, for St Mirren because
I think they deserved it. I think they deserved it. St Mirren deserved it. They were really good.
Do you think that it'll have I didn't word the question right at all the first time. Shocking. See them losing that. Do you think that could have an effect because of no won that first trophy yet?
I think it's I've
put doubt in their mind as well?
No, because what I've always says, sometimes maybe one or two of the players maybe get ahead of themselves, and that's a real eye opener for them. So it's time to take stock. And they probably, some of them might have thought that it's just about turning up, they'll steamroll St Mirren. That's not the case. You've got to earn your victory. So I think they'll take stock. I think I would imagine a wee meeting, and I think they'll maybe kick on. We don't know. This is what's intriguing because we're waiting to see what the reaction's going to be like.
100%. But even last night again, Morelos not there. last season when Rangers came back for in the January when the season started again, he's not there because there's something stupid.
But there's another one. Morelos owes Gerrard big time because he stuck up for him at the weekend. I think it was we could all see it was a red card. It was stupid. It was silly. He says that he's been playing pretty well. I think, my opinion, he's no. I think his link-up play has been pretty poor. He doesn't look as fit as well. I think he could lose a wee bit of timber. So it's payback time for Morelos to give Gerrard back something, and the rest of the boys.
And they miss him. They do miss Morelos. I think I said actually like I would take him out the team, but then you see last night him no in. But that's no down to him we're getting rested or anything like that. That's him being an idiot. Do you know what I mean? I'm an idiot. And,
So you think?
but no, it frustrates me because this guy ain't bigger than Rangers. He has to stop being so selfish on the pitch. I said it the other day. Everybody's been saying, I can't see anything coming that's going to stop Rangers in this run. Well, that's happened because of him acting stupid the other day. And it's came into this game. He might have not played. He might have brought somebody else in. But Rangers, they miss him, Si.
But Frank, see, you've been a striker, right? And you'd scored 20 odd goals, whatever he'd scored last year. And you're now being asked to play a role that you're not getting as many goals. Would you not get frustrated?
Sometimes you've got to do it for the team. I had to do it at West Ham, I scored 28 goals, and then the second season didn't score as many because I was doing a different work for the team. I was doing more for the team, but I wasn't scoring goals. For me, it didn't bother me because I was a team player. So if Morelos is not a team player, then it'll bother him because he wants to score goals. All strikers want to score, don't get me wrong. But I was more for the team. As long as we get the win, that was more for me.
What about you, Frank? Do you think St Mirren could win the cup? No, I mean, yeah.
I think so. I would like to think so because they beat Aberdeen, they beat Rangers. You're thinking, if anyone deserves it, they deserve it. But it's not a given. Where's it? They've got Livingston. Livingston. Is that? That's not Hampden, is it? Is it?
Aye.
He's on the bounce.
That's at Hampden. Aye, Martindale's done well. Do you know something? Sorry, Mark, on you go.
I think, if you look at teams who they beat, deserve to get there. They deserve their day. And I don't know when the semi-final is, but it would be better if St Mirren fans and the Livingston fans could make that because Livingston might not get us in that semi-final.
23rd or 24th of January. Sorry.
I'm not sure.
Livingston might not get. Livingston might not get to an RCF. Livingston might not get an RCF final, and it'll be a shame for the fans not to get the day out.
Well, see where you're going to, because when you're talking about Livy, by the way, don't overlook Livy.
No, I don't mean that.
And see the boy Martindale as well. See when I first clapped eyes on him. I went, it's this character because he was doing everything. No, he was doing everything. He was setting up. This was before the games, the cones. He was chatting to the players, like giving them direction. And when the game started, he was
vocal on the side.
He was in front of Holt, and I was going, what's he all about? He should be given a wee bit more respect to the manager.
Is that not why Kenny Miller walked away? Because he was doing that as a manager.
I don't know.
He's going, I've got to do it.
But you know, Marka, he's grown on me. I've listened to him. I know he's got a past, right? But listen, everybody makes mistakes. I know. We all make mistakes in life, right? I sometimes go in and I work in the prisons, and obviously guys are there because they've made huge mistakes. So, listen, fair play to the guy as well to get where he's got to. But when I'm listening to him getting interviewed, I'm warming to him. I quite like him. He's a wee bit of a cheeky chappy. But what he's got is, he's got the respect to the players.
And that's all you need. Club anyway, so it's him who's going to give himself a job.
Imagine that.
It's one of him having a talk to yourself. I'm going to see the chairman.
That's normally you do in a Christmas night out, isn't it?
With a suit and that.
I mean, cardboard cutout, but you ain't gaffer.
So then I wanted to ask you, because you're a big fan of Jack Ross, that he's not going to get a better chance to win it. I know he's won the championship, but I mean a major trophy in Scotland.
Well, I think this is his most pressured season he's ever had because he failed at Hampden v Hearts. Let's not beat around the bush. He had played more games than Hearts players. He barely played.
Here we go, son.
And he went in and failed.
He acted like the mouse, Hickenbottom.
Absolutely. So he is under a lot of pressure. I think he's a very good manager, Jack Ross. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if people say you're very good or you're this talent. You have to win things. And you're not going to get a better chance. And that isn't any disrespect to the guys, Livingston, St Mirren.
Who's the other team?
And And that's what I was saying. There's certainly no. That's what he did.
You should do that. He's in his flow.
St John's going.
He's throwing his grenade in there.
St John's.
But you into it.
I can see his mind working.
Even I knew that one.
He's shown that the Entities came back and showed, I'm the boss. He ain't taking a mark.
Sorry, come on.
But what I would say, Derek, is Jack Ross.
Good manager.
For him, he must go for it now. He really must, because that cut feet no acceptable. So you've got a chance now. You've got to have a big chance.
Listen, the four of them are saying the big guns are it really. So the four of them are saying they've got a chance to win that. But I would like to see St Mirren and Hibs in the final. That'd be a good final.
Talk about the big guns out. What about the arms on him?
Diego
You've been working out in the gym? Yeah.
No, I know yet.
Look at the t-shirt.
That's serious? Gives away.
A t-shirt? No, I look at a t-shirt like Diego. Look.
Wow.
Life is life.
Oh, la la la. Too far, mate.
Too far.
Scottish Cup final this week, Paul.
Wow.
Any questions for the guys on that?
Well, have you heard the thunder of Glasgow the last few days?
Have you seen the forecast for the next 3 months?
Thunder, non-stop. And I tell you, Thunder's got a very funny thing of turning up when the least expected. In St Mirren Park last night, it was just creeping of the sky. And in the moment in Glasgow, Thunder's let loose, and also there's a raging bull going about.
I heard you, but
Feed the bill.
Be careful.
by the way, what was
Everybody be careful your Christmas shopping. Because there's a bill going about.
Bill going about with a bit of thunder behind it.
He's just running about the town.
Do you know what?
Slaney, what did I
A
say?
bill with a thunder.
What did I say a few shows ago? You know, when we're talking about Turnbull, how he wasn't in that side.
By the way, but I listened to that the other day, you said that.
I know they've
He's
got-
one for now, you said.
Aye.
And he couldn't even get in that Scotland 21 squad.
Sometimes
There's
the first thing, the question I asked Lewis, because that was a big game in Greece, they had to win. Turnbull, you know, should have been on at half time. They only brought him on with 17 minutes to go. And in that 17 minutes,
Done well.
he had 2 shots in goal. And he's got this knack of just drifting into
I
these
think-
areas on the half turn.
I think
and
him and
shots in goal.
Sorrell play well together. I think that's.
Just
I've
need to
not
be
seen the
He's a clever player.
I think that's the future there, right there. But you know, and McGregor's been playing well with they two in there as well. So I think if he's bringing in one in the weekend, there'll just be one change. I would think.
And who will that be?
Scott Brown, maybe. I think.
For who?
I wouldn't change it, but probably Sorrell. I know.
I'd call that.
It's a big call, but that's what he's hinted, isn't he? I don't know. I would like to see. Listen, there's no sentiment in the game. The boys have come in and done well. I think they deserve to play.
Yeah.
I really do think they deserve to play. The keeper might save them a fortune, but you know, and they come.
Big hazard.
Aye, it's a big hazard. It goes with the thunder. Big hazard.
I'm not going to beat in the bush here. Who's going to win? Hearts or Celtic?
Oh, Celtic are firm favourites, but don't discount Hearts.
It's got a lot of experience,
'cause
isn't it?
They have
A lot of experience.
in their side, they've got boys up top as well. They've got your man, Halliday, in the middle of the park. I know he was on the bench, but I'm sure he'll come in. They look pretty solid at the back.
Was he on the bench, aye?
I was on the bench
Was he,
at the, was it 6-1 against Queen of the
He knows different.
South? No, it's not, I know. But what I'm saying is,
never gets
don't
it.
discount them. So Celtic, if they're going to win it, they'll have to be at their best. They'll have to play their best team, their strongest team.
I think
and
so.
at the moment, that might need to be without Brown, because you're talking about sentiment. It's no time for sentiment.
It's not popular.
I don't think so as well.
It's not what you've done in the past,
No,
Martin.
I agree with that, but it's Lennox says it last week. It wasn't me said it was Lennox.
Right.
He says, you know, might bring the big guns, but it's not the big guns anymore. You know, he's left Christie and Scott Brown. Scott Brown's still got a big part to play at the club, I think.
Oh, he's your captain, of course.
But it's one of them. I think you just can't bring him back just for the sake of it, because you know it's worked well at the moment. Ayer looks different player at right back as well. I think it's worked well.
See,
Good decision, I think. That.
Aye, I know. Especially if you get Frimpong, he's only going 30 yards then. Whereas when he's at full back, I don't think he's a defender. But when he's in front of Ayer, he runs at the players now. His final ball could be better, but he's got that 30, 40 yards rather than running 70 yards.
Yeah.
So I think it's working well, and
See,
you know, I think if he can get the ball by the first man, then it's decent.
I heard you talking about him the other day. I watched him, was it 2 or 3 years ago, and they were playing against Aki's. Lewis was at Aki's. Ayer played in front of the back
Middle
four.
pitch, aye.
And he was pinging balls
He was a
left,
good-
right,
he was a
centre.
midfield
He's
player,
a good
wasn't he?
player. You know,
He was a midfield player before he was
I don't think he's a
centre-half.
natural defender. I don't
No.
think he
No,
loves
I don't
defending.
think
I don't think
That's
any of them.
his strength.
I like to see. I'm impressed with. I did say Duffy. He'll sit at the sidelines and take it on, and he'll come back, he'll analyse it all, and then he'll come back in, and he's done it. He's come back in. You've got to say, well done. He's come back in, scored another goal, but I think he's been more like the player I wanted. He's never going to be great for pace and all that, but he was more like the player that I thought we were going to get. You know, somebody's just going to clear the lines. He came up here and he thought, like everyone in England comes up here and they think it's easy coming up with Scottish League.
Yeah.
They think it's easy. He scored 2 goals in his first 2 games, and then all of a sudden he started trying to flick at their people. Can he do that? You know, you get punished.
I just think there's a mistake.
Aaron's fire, actually. I'm annoying, isn't it? Now?
We should maybe change when we go there, can they take care of us?
We're getting used to it.
Do you know what I mean? What I'm going to
See,
say
when you came back up for England, did you take this league too lightly up here?
absolutely. Down England side, I'm not coming back up here. So I've been at the very top. I ain't coming down to play with them.
What was the top? MK Dunk?
Kid on the bench. He's all over me. New Simon, as you know,
I came up here, and as I say, I scored a lot of goals in England, and then all of a sudden come up here, says the gaffer, says, "You're not fit enough." I was like, "What?" That's what it battered me, absolutely battered me for about 3 weeks.
Oh, you need to be fit to play up here.
Aye, you know, it's one of them. But you've got
the thing that I'm really worried about for the final is, I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday there. Sunday. Is the goalkeeper. Craig Gordon and the young boy Hazard. Derek, do you think that's going to be beneficial? Oh, that's not even
A deciding factor.
Deciding factor, super.
And it could be, and it was, if you look at the semi, the set, you know.
I just read look at me and say semi.
Everybody's right on that,
but he was probably their best player. He pulled off 2 or 3 brilliant saves. So it's pulled off. I know. I'm just thinking, you need to step in.
No, you're doing well. Keep going.
So he pulled him through.
Keep going. You're not a big hole.
What one? You're taking something.
The show gets better.
No, but I was, I'll be honest with you, I was shocked when Celtic even let him go. You know, at his age, because
listen, they should have kept him until they
get better with age.
Listen, they should have kept him until they got the Foster situation sorted.
Of course,
they shouldn't have sold before that. And, you know, but listen, that's on the past. We've got to look forward.
But the young guys,
the boy has. Listen, I'm a great believer. If you're good enough, get him in.
That's it.
Yeah, you know, I'm a great believer in that. So,
but your only worry would be if he does make his first mistake, how he reacts. You've got a young boy.
I think you see him. You're a coach now. You see your boys training all the time, so you'll know. Lennon will know
what kind of type he is,
what kind of temperament he's got. And apparently, Craig Gordon was the one that was one of his mentors. So you know, he was there and helped him through. So that'll be a good game.
Craig Gordon, he was one of your mentors as well, wasn't he?
Snooker. You should take me up to Q Club and play snooker with me. No, we actually used to get. We used to play.
He got 147, didn't he?
Generally, he actually was brilliant at playing.
Hey, Paul, what about you? Hearts have they got enough in them to cause an upset?
Aye.
No, I was like Gordon Shaq now, wasn't it?
Simon, of course they have. Listen, as I've said before, they're a top 6 Premier League side with the players they've got. Their boy Andy, a very good player. I believe Rangers should have kept him, but that's a different subject altogether. I'm not going to get into all that and cause get tails wagging. But certainly, this final, Hearts can win it, especially with Celtic's form they're in. But I do think Celtic will have just that bit too much.
Been there, seen it, done it. That's what I'm thinking. You know, but Hearts will go there. I think they can win. Definitely, they'll go there with a bit of confidence.
Yeah.
You know, especially, it doesn't matter who you play when you score 6 goals.
See the worry that I would have if I was a Celtic supporter, which clearly I'm not, is that some of the foreign players within that Celtic side might look at Hearts Championship side, easy touch. So it's the onus again is on the Scottish boys to
I think that might have been the
tell
case,
them,
Derek.
by the way, this is a strong Hearts side we're going up against. They shouldn't be in the Championship. That's a Premier side Celtic are going up against. So
I think that might have happened if it wasn't for the wee run, you know, that Celtic had run. But I don't think it'll happen now. I don't think it'll happen now. You know, I think even John Kennedy will get vocal in the dressing room before it, because, and John's not like he's a coach, but I think he will get vocal because they can't afford to.
That's a Premiership side.
No, I think Hearts will sit in, mate.
Do you think it'll be Naismith behind boys?
I think.
Is that the play?
I think they've got to play Naismith anyway.
I think the boy Irvin should play him.
Right.
You like
Yeah,
him?
before who? Naismith?
No, centre midfield.
Oh, centre. Naismith is he's one of the
Lee
he's,
as well,
you know.
in there, aye.
How old's he now? He's getting on it, Naismith, but still.
But
He's doing brilliant.
That's the
He's
thing
doing
with
great.
Hearts.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of experience
Yeah.
in that side.
Derek, here's a massive point for the final. I've heard Neil Lennon many times coming out and saying that they're not playing with confidence up until the first goal goes in. So the first goal is going to be so important, whoever gets it. There you go.
Wow, wonderful.
Yeah, you're right.
Wonderful.
And I think what you're meaning is Hearts have got to try and take Celtic into deep water. It's take them as long as you can. You know, as long as it remains nothing each.
They've got to
You
score
know,
more goals than
Celtic
them.
will get nervous, but that's it. But if Celtic, sometimes what we've witnessed in the past, Celtic come out the traps really quick, and when they get their noses in front, they're hard to stop.
Game of two halves.
Aye.
Fuck. By the way, I have had an absolute shock.
No,
Thanks, guys. I just searched you, I'm good. Here was
Some big news. So what about the news at the bottom of the page?
Just before that, Simon.
All right, sorry, mate.
Is
He's
any-
not finished yet.
He's got the final. He's gone yet.
I don't think anyone's going in.
I'll be going. No. Not allowed.
You can't get in.
Close
you
door.
can't.
How can we
Why
not be
can't we go in?
Imagine us a panel.
Why can't we go
With
around
the long
and
jackets,
get
aye.
it?
Oh,
Why can't we
the
get the
scout
Why
jackets.
can't we get a boogie bus and go around the pitch before it?
Just drive round it.
Slaney, see
Just
on
drive
that
it on
man.
deck bus.
See to be and serious, honestly, because I'm still going to games. It's so strict, it's
know,
unbelievable.
Can't even get a cup of tea or nothing.
Sometimes,
No.
if you've no, I mean, we're socially distanced at the minute, but even when you're at the games, if you've not got your mask on, when you see if I've not got
No,
a
I'm
mic
shout.
in my hand and I put it down, you're really wary that people they're on you. Like a ton
Good
of
to
bricks.
us, it should be now.
Of course it is, it's the right thing.
No, but what's annoying me is pre-match opened for 36 hours straight. Thousands in the shop together.
I know.
And
How many years have you been in?
35 of them.
Right, Andy Considine.
Brilliant.
How can we celebrate him getting a new deal?
I didn't know this, right?
Didn't know.
2022.
Right, excellent. What age is Andy now?
So you be
42.
33, he's a year older than me, huh?
Right.
What his
He's
career
still
mate.
young.
Testimonial.
Still
on
young.
You think that's young?
33.
Yeah.
His career now, Simon, it's just been unbelievable.
I'd retired at 36, wasn't it? 36.
For the day I started, gave him a bit. I remember the very first.
went
one.
like that,
Just
didn't
went like that. That's what I can do to people. I've said that for the start. Don't sometimes when I criticise, you either go two ways, that way or that way.
you
You know
take
what I
it
mean?
right.
Who's the ones that have went,
You know exactly how about that. No, doing the way.
well, we're singing for him now, we've done it.
No,
already.
I'm done singing.
Just say well done, Andy.
Well done,
well
Andrew.
done,
Superb.
Good career. For his testimonial, has he had a testimonial yet?
Uh-huh.
We should play the open goal 11
There's a shout.
up at Pataudry.
I'll need to get my knee replacement.
Can we just go quickly?
You're on the bench.
Aye, thanks.
You want to play it anyway.
Quickly go through the team then. In goals, Lynn Kyle.
Yes.
Centre mid, you and Andy. And Derek.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. By the way, I'm not fucking happy about that. I'm swearing now. You were leaving me out of
Fuck, I didn't even. I thought you were nervous.
I'll play centre half.
Listen, you centre half,
see
you
when
and
I
Andy.
take a couple of Voltarol.
So it's a
Easy.
Hey.
The two teddy bears
Hey,
in right and centre mid.
Yeah.
We'll get Frankie up front with Big Kev.
Big
You
call,
wide.
that's-
two holding strikers.
Me wide. Who else? Big Charlie, left back.
Charlie.
Mulgrew.
Oh,
Charles.
Good
Charles.
pal,
Charles, sorry, aye.
What about your Barry? Who's been in?
Barry,
Aye,
aye. Centre half for you.
Barry's playing in the middle, Andy. You've been moved to full back.
I'll come back.
Barry's going to go to centre.
We've been going a minute.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I scared this right after.
Aye, good.
Oh, well, thank you, Simon.
Aye, it'll be exciting for him.
Yeah. That'll be good.
Hey, come on, let's get this.
You get somewhere to go.
Aye.
Who is she? Right, Cooten, who's want to go first?
I'll go first.
Right, Derek, come on, let's go. Hibs v Dundee United.
Oh,
What's a tasty one?
it's a good game because Dundee United were excellent against Rangers, but I'm going to go with Hibs.
Say it's
They're-
tasty.
Aye, they're flat. Oh, it's very tasty.
Rangers versus Motherwell.
No, I think there will be a reaction for Rangers, and I'll take Rangers to win.
Okay, Ross County versus Hamilton.
That's a cracker, by the way, because
What?
the
It's a
two.
what?
That's a cracker. That is a good game because the two of them, Ross County are struggling. They've been put out the cup. They're at the bottom of the league. They need a win big time. Hamilton as well. They did a good week. Was it last week? Obviously with the COVID situation,
Aye,
and then
good.
they picked up the good win. So to me, that's a real game that the two of them will fancy. I'm going to take County just to edge that. And the reason, listen, I've got a soft spot for Hamilton, but home turf, and I just think that they've got one or two players in the forward areas. I'm talking about County that might make a difference. The big boy Stuart.
Any inside info? Stuart Aberdeen?
Well, obviously I've seen that myself with Dundee United and Aberdeen. Do you know? I think he would fit into that Aberdeen side very well. Definitely. Because they need somebody at times. Watkins went out of that side and they missed that. They missed somebody that can run the channels. He could do that.
Brilliant. St Mirren v St Johnstone.
St Mirren on a high at the minute. I watched them last night. I thought they were excellent.
Kelly versus Aberdeen.
Oh, I was going to plump for a draw, but
Feisty one.
Aye, but and they need a result as well. Kelly, they're struggling. They're doing the boat men. So I'm going to go for Aberdeen.
Alloa v Inverness.
Oh, I tell you, Alloa did well the other night.
Good bus journey that for Robbo.
Inverness.
Yeah, they were good again. I watched them on the telly against Queens. They were good. We boy Kai Kennedy.
Alloa won no win last week.
The
Cup tie, was it a cup tie?
Alloa, aye.
I'm not sure. Dundee versus Dunfermline.
It's another good gene as well. Going to go with Dundee. All right, you sound
right over it.
I thought about this. I'm planning against.
So you going Dundee?
I'm going to go Dundee.
Aye, right, okay. Arbroath v Ayr. Tough this week.
I had a wee soft spot for Arbroath. Well, not a soft spot.
You've got a soft spot for a lot of things,
but because seeing their own turf, I know they're part timers. They're a good side under Dick.
Hey, under Dick.
But I've watched them. I just think they must be low in confidence at the minute, Arbroath. So I'm going to go for Ayr United.
Right, Morton v Queen of the South.
That's another.
They
just got walloped 6-1. Morton, I tell you, they're doing brilliant because they've only got one goalie, so they have.
You're all right to play one.
You're a good form with Dave, by the way.
Unbelievable.
I'm trying to think of you. Right, I'm going to go for Queen of the South.
That's done you, mate. And then Celtic versus Hearts.
I'm going to go Hearts. No, I can't. No. It'll be tighter than what a lot of people think. But I just think Celtic will just have a wee bit too much. Celtic.
Paul, you can ask your dad. Go.
Frankie, Hibs Dundee United. I'm going to go for Hibs.
Rangers Motherwell.
Rangers.
All right, Ross County Hamilton.
I'm going to go for a draw.
St Mirren St Johnstone.
St Mirren home one.
Kilmarnock Aberdeen.
Aberdeen.
Alloa versus Inverness.
That's a tough
I'm going to go for Alloa there, yeah.
Wow. Dundee Dunfermline.
They're like draws, man.
I know there are a lot of draws coming off. I fancy it. No, I'll go for Dundee.
Arbroath Ayr.
I'll go for Dick. Arbroath.
Morton v Queen of the South.
Morton.
Celtic versus Hearts.
Celtic.
Derek, you've never asked Slaney, have you?
Go on, son.
There you go.
Go on.
Right, Mr. Slane.
Try and do a wee accent, a wee posh accent.
A wee, alright, a little posh accent.
This guy's been on fire today.
Alright, Will, son.
I tell you what, son. Hibs up, Dundee United. What are you going for? Come on.
Hibs. Right.
Rangers Motherwell. I will tell you what. Come on.
Rangers.
Aye,
Right.
quick on that.
County versus Hamilton.
Draw.
St Mirren v St Johnstone. Battle of the Saints.
Go for St Mirren.
Yeah.
Sunday game, 12 o'clock kick-off. Kilmarnock against Aberdeen.
Oh, I like the wee background on it.
Wow.
He's taking it to another
Go for
level.
the dirty dance.
Alloa at home on the AstroTurf against Inverness.
This guy's taking it. I love it. Can you see the second team again? Sorry, I'm excited.
Alloa v Inverness.
I love it. I'm going to go with Inverness. They'll pop it on that.
Dundee,
Think so.
who are they need to get their season going.
Yeah,
So
I
far
agree.
they've been a bit of a disappointment against Dunfermline.
Yeah.
They've been performing very well.
Yeah.
Albeit they've just been put out of the cup
Put out the
midweek in
cup.
penalties.
You want to pick it or do you want to let him pick it? Derek, can you tell me the surface of that pitch?
Well,
Can you tell me the score?
Dundee.
Dundee's a good surface.
Dundee's lovely.
I'm going,
Dens
here's one.
Park.
I'm going to go for Dundee.
Right, good man. Right, depending on the weather, you know, Arbroath's a hard place to go against Ayr United.
Very windy.
I'm going to go for Arbroath.
Yeah.
The Tun against Queen of the South.
Queen of the South.
Right.
Wow.
Do you know
Okay.
who the ton is?
And the big one for you, Slaney.
I think Morton will beat
The,
them.
the one that, right. So the one that you'll be attending, 2:15 Sunday afternoon at
With the
Hampden.
family.
Celtic v the Jam Tarts.
Celtic 2, Hearts of Midlothian 1.
Wow. Is this
I've never
Scarpy
seen
on the
it
telly?
Absolutely. I think we want to try to get into it in a box or something. You know what I mean?
A
Try.
box. That's
Lanes
where
on
we'll
a
be. I'll
box.
be going somewhere in a
Are you
box
coming
very
to
shortly. 6 feet under.
Right, second, before we go, I think every Coupon show will do man of the match. Who is best? I'm going to vote for Derek today.
I'm going to go Frank.
Are you?
Frank, I'll go Frank as well.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
He's always in fire.
Frank McAvenny. man of the
After
match.
Rangers get beat, well done,
Yeah,
Frank.
well done.
Cheers.
Cheers, lads.